Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Alan Campbell.
And I'm Glenda Lewis. Tonight we're learning the Detroit police sergeant suspended in connection with the fatal shooting of Officer Rasheen McClain was previously fired from the department.
Officer McClain and his partner Felipe Batum BC were gunned down 6 days ago while responding to a break-in. Tonight, the suspect is still not charged. Meanwhile, 7 Action News reporter Simon Shaquette is live with what Police Chief James Craig is saying about the suspended sergeant. Simon?
Alan, Glenda, the chief just wrapped up a press conference here on the third floor right behind us just moments ago. He says the sergeant was fired once before but returned to work through a plea deal. Then he got promoted. Now his job is on the line yet again.
I can tell you, I know of no time where I've seen this kind of neglect, and some could infer from my statements, maybe some cowardice.
Speaking out about a sergeant suspended soon after the fatal shooting of DPD Officer Rasheen McClain, Chief James Craig says he's learned the supervisor was fired once before, but he says termination for cowardice 5 years back did not hold up due to a plea deal that instead resulted in a 65-day suspension. Craig also says someone else signed his name on the paperwork.
Not my signature.
The chief confirming the sergeant's identity as Ronald Kidd and tells us his body camera video from back in 2014 showed him standing by while someone assaulted a female officer. Yet somehow Kidd was promoted to sergeant in mid-2018 due to union rules, something the chief says never should have happened.
The commission struggled over his promotion to sergeant because of his prior disciplinary history.
And now a review of the recent November 20th deadly shooting of Officer McClain and his partner who survived, allegedly showing Sergeant Kidd sat in his car nearby while police screamed officer down on the radio, and that was after calls for backup. The chief calls it unacceptable and suggests Kidd could lose his job for good. He's currently suspended with pay.
In this case, of course, what came out was the fact that supervisor was requested and frankly didn't get to the scene until well after the officers were transported for medical treatment.
For now, the suspect in McClain's killing remains in custody on a parole violation awaiting charges. Craig says in the meantime, he's committed to making sure this type of response from a supervisor never happens again. And he says findings about Kidd will be shared with the Wayne County prosecutor for possible criminal charges. Now, the sergeant's body camera video of this incident could be released soon. We have reached out to the Lieutenant and Sergeants Association for comments on this. So far, they have not responded to us. Live downtown, Simon Shaquette, 7 Action News. Back to you.
And this investigation is far from over. Simon, thank you.